we go. Watch on the page. Loading up the chat. Okay. All right. So I am here. I'm probably a little early, but it's been a really busy day so far, so I thought I better squeeze it in somewhere in the day, and this was about the only time I really had to do it. So I thought I would come on and say hi to everyone, see what's going on, see what's new and exciting. It has been a busy day so far. Already got a like. Thank you, whoever's watching. Say hi. Let's have a chat. I don't have much today. I have already done an entire 150 item auction for a local sale. I've also dealt with our stove being fixed today, so we don't have to eat sandwiches anymore. Yes. The kids have stayed home again from school today because there's school there. I called the principal and there wasn't a lot of kids going today. A lot had called in again. So the kids are home again today. Yes. So one thing I did want to talk about today, if you're a reseller, let me know if this happens to you. I've talked about it before in the past, but do your family and friends treat you like you actually have a job? Reselling, because you're your own boss, you set your own hours, you do your own thing. I find a lot of people just feel that Evan's around. Whenever I want Evan to be around, he can be around. You know what I mean? I do like the freedom of this job where we can do what we want kind of when we want, but we still work hard at our job. So today I woke up to messages basically saying, can you do something basically which would take up the whole day? And it's like, why would somebody write me at the last second and just feel that I could just be there? Like, if I feel like if I was doing my try being a homeschooling mom, yes, do people try to just say, hey, you know, you're not doing anything. Do you want to go out? Do you want to go, you know, can you do this? Can you do that? Because they feel, well, you're at home, right? So, hey, I can just use you whenever I need to use you kind of deal. Because that's what I get all the time. It's been like that pretty much since day one. Yes, so I'm not the only one. I feel like if I took my office, put it into a big professional building with one room, stuck my computer and everything in that, get called all day. If I stuck everything in a big fancy office somewhere and put a little sign up that said Reseller Life on the door, then people would think he actually goes somewhere. He actually goes to work. So I don't think I would get bugged as much. But because I work from home in my home office, I feel like it is non-stop with the can you do this, can you do that. Last Thursday, I was just told, so I get my daughter every other weekend, and I was just told, so you can get her Thursday, keep her all day Friday and over the weekend. And it wasn't our weekend to get her, but that's cool. We could switch weekends sometimes. And yeah, so it was just assumed that I could just take Friday off. Everybody tries to unload all their crap on me. Yeah, so see, I'm not the only one. I think I remember Casey, Rockstar Flipper, talking about this years ago about him being in the same kind of situation. And it is kind of annoying because back in the day when I did work a 9-to-5 job, people wouldn't call me and say, can you do this? Can you do that? You're just going to take this day off. It was never like that. But working in a home office, yes, all the time. Everything from shoveling driveways to mowing lawns to driving around like a chauffeur, whatever it is. Now, I do like the freedom, like I was saying, of the job where, you know, if the kids are sick, I can take them to the doctor. If something happens and there's an emergency, I am there. If somebody breaks down, I can go rescue them, whatever it is. I do like that freedom, but What I think people don't understand is if we're not working, we're not making money. It's the same as them. It's even worse than them, because if they call in on a sick day, they're still getting paid from their employer. You have so many sick days when you have an employer. Reselling, I pay me. So there's no one paying my sick days. There's no one paying vacation days. No one paying anything. It's only me. It's only you guys paying yourself when you're working for yourself. So I think there's a lot overlooked, and I think they just think we get money magically into our bank. I think, oh, you know, Evan, he buys board games and he has money. I don't know. I don't know how it works, but I just thought I would ask you guys. And if anybody's watching this after the fact, like after this live show, go ahead and leave a comment underneath if you're in the same boat. It looks like the people in the chat are absolutely in this situation as well. So I just wanted to touch on that. So that's fun. What else is going on? Yes, I did the auction today. I've been running around dealing with a lot of stuff. So I did not get a chance to go thrifting today, but Crystal did write me and say she needs to go back to town later tonight to get a few things. So don't tell Crystal, but I'll drag her to Value Village and we will go thrifting tonight. So maybe we'll put that into a vlog for you guys, an actual vlog for a change, not these live vlogs. So other than that, I really don't have anything, guys. I ran around. I was going to grab some stuff to show you guys because I've been told when you do live videos, people want to see the thrift hauls. They tune in specifically for the thrift hauls. So I did grab a few things if you guys want to see it. It's nothing big. It's probably stuff that's been sitting here a while that I've just never shown. Last night I kind of cleaned my office, so it's like 30% good now. You can walk in here now, so that's good. And I found all the stuff that I haven't posted yet, and I put it all on my photo table. I put a picture on Instagram. A few people commented, and it sounds like they're in a worse situation than me. They have garages and attics and barns full of stuff, where for me, mostly the stuff ends up in my office because selling pretty much just on Amazon. Love haul videos. Okay, cool. So I'll show you some stuff. But yes, I do have, it was funny. I wrote somebody on Instagram that commented that they have a lot of stuff. And I said, I have 85 boxes. And I was downstairs today looking at the boxes, and they're kind of everywhere. We've been digging through and just not putting them back in order to build our Amazon walls, we used to call it. And I think I actually have more than 85 boxes now. Yeah, so it's just a lot of stuff that I've accumulated. And again, maybe you guys are in the same situation. You see it, you buy it, you really like it, and then you go find it a month later and you look at it and you think, I don't know if that's going to sell. I really don't know if there's any value to it. I don't know, you know. Like old Life magazines from the 50s. I like them. I think they're cool. The Norman Rockwell covers, and I have sold them before, but I look them up on eBay and they're going to go for like 10 bucks, maybe $5-10. And to me, I don't know. I just feel like that's not worth what I should get for them. So maybe I'll hold on to them for a while, like a hoarder, you know. But anyways, yes. So I think I have over 85 boxes with a bunch of junk in it. So I might go through them and I might put a lot of this stuff into a local auction, which again is Max Sold here in Ontario, Canada. And Max Sold is in Canada and the States, more so Canada, I think, than the States, but it's popular in our area. We've sold with them before, and that's maybe how I will unload a bunch of this dead stock, I guess you would call it. I don't even know if it's dead stock. I don't even think it's been wheeled out to the floor yet. I think it's dead before it even goes out. But like when I used to own a comic book store, I bought a bunch of calendars. So now I have a bunch of calendars from like, what, 2012. What do I do with those? They're brand new, sealed. Are they worth something? I don't know. I have calendars from 1930, 1940, and they're really cool. It's like, do you hold on to these for a couple of years? DOA, yes, DOA, dead on arrival. and I bought the stuff. So like my brain's dead on arrival, I guess. I don't know. I don't know. I feel like it's worth money, but it's just not. I don't know. I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about. Things like pins, you know, like pins. I always pick them up if there's a unique like advertising one. This is Olympics and Kellogg's. It's kind of a promotional thing. They only would have been made for the Olympics. That's probably the 1989 Olympics. So, I mean, that's kind of rare, but that's the kind of stuff I put on eBay, and it sits there for years and years and years until basically I just stop relisting it. I hate when you relist an item so much that you've basically paid enough in fees that you could have, what am I going to say? You've paid more in fees than the item is actually worth, I guess you could say. So 30 cents to post that on eBay. I mean, I paid $1 for it, and if it sells for like 10 bucks, I would be happy. I've probably maybe paid $5 in fees so far, and no one's bought it. So that's the kind of stuff that I'm just going to lot up and try the local auction. So that being said, yeah, I can show you guys a few things. Look at my piles, neatly organized. You can see floor. We did have a little bit of water in the basement. I went out to feed the chickens this morning, and there was about, I don't know, 3-4 inches of water. Soaked my boots. It's tough selling something for $5 in Canada when it costs 3 times that for shipping it. Yes, to ship that pin, because it wouldn't go in a regular envelope, which would just be like a stamp, you would have to put it almost in a bubble mailer, or even if you put it in a regular envelope and just maybe wrap it in tissue paper or something to protect it, they're still going to say, is it paper? No, it's not paper. Okay, well then it's going to be regular parcel, whatever. It's going to be like 10 bucks. So yeah, shipping is the biggest downfall in this business, I think. But there's no way around that. Yeah, and who wants to? I bought a bunch of military pins, so I don't think I have any kicking around here. I might have sold them all already, but I do. Pins are something I pick up all the time. Here's a, what does it say? But this is for the curling club in Kingston. It's actually a hat pin where it screws down. It's kind of cool, but again, I don't know really what I would get. How about this vintage kick the Tories, kick out the Tories? I don't know. Is that worth something? This is cool. 1954, United States Steelworkers, duties paid by USA, CIO of America. Kind of neat. 1954. This kind of stuff. You just put it on. Maybe I'll try it in auction, but again, a 99-cent auction. And like Leslie says, it's going to be $10 to ship. And if anyone sees $10 to ship, they're not going to buy it. So it's kind of a catch-22. I hate seeing Americans say, I sold this shirt for $10 with $3 shipping. How about people saying I sold this shirt for 10 bucks and shipping was free? I included shipping. It's like how did you buy those jeans? At Value Village here, jeans are like 20 bucks. So you sold it for 10 bucks and then shipping would be like another 15 bucks. So we're up to $35 for a pair of jeans, to sell a pair of jeans. And then you get the fees on top of that. So it's like $40 to sell a pair of jeans from Value Village for us. So how can we sell jeans and make money? I mean, even if the jeans were free and they're selling jeans for $10 here in Canada, it's going to be $15 to ship. Well, at free shipping, you're still in the red. So I don't know. That brings me back to the whole, maybe I'll just go across the border and ship my stuff there. Maybe. Gas money's probably, for 2 parcels, would probably fill my gas tank in my car. Yeah, for like $15 to $20 for shipping, 2 parcels, 40 bucks. That would probably fill my car, especially if I filled up in the States. It would be cheaper anyways. So maybe it's an option. Maybe it's, I just don't know if I want to deal with the border. I don't know. I know 2 different ways. My people I know have done it. One is to wrap it all up, send it over with all the sheets and everything, show them exactly what's in there. You know, just totally be covered all the way. Another friend of mine just leaves it all loose in the trunk. Just says, yeah, I just have a messy trunk. And then when he gets over to the States, he packs it up over across the border in the parking lot and mails it out right from the border, like right on the other side. So maybe that's another way to go. I don't know. I don't know much about it other than it would be cheaper. It would make for a full day. But maybe I could do some picking over there as well. Get some jeans for 25 cents. Reseller Life coming to the States. Love the glasses. Thank you. Crystal is in the chat. She's hard at work at school and loving the live vlogs. So yes, Crystal, we are going thrifting tonight. Probably not for long. The weather's still kind of bleh. I don't know what the roads are like, but we'll find out. Yes, the glasses. Thank you very much. These are my Zach Baggins from Ghost Hunters. These are my Zach Baggins glasses. Yeah, my eyes are a little messy. Mostly just for light, but after doing 150 items today in an auction, so 150 items, and I do on average 8 pictures an item. I did 1,200 pictures in about 3 to 4 hours. So right now my eyes are just, whoa. So I wore my Zach Baggins Ghost Hunter glasses. So thank you for the compliment, Crystal. All right, sales haul or thrift haul. Again, didn't go out thrifting yet. Gonna go later. Probably will do some parts of a vlog. It should be dead in the store, so maybe we will even film in the store without people asking me, "What are you doing? What are you doing? Why do you have your phone? Why is? Am I on camera? Am I on candid camera?" Daiwa, right? Daiwa. Fishing reel. This stuff around us goes really, really good because there are so many lakes around us. So many can be matches. Yes, Crystal's getting glasses, so that's exciting. Just ordered them on the weekend, so I think it takes a week or 2 to get them, so it should be soon. Her and her son. Xavier's getting some too. Glasses for the whole family. The Gold Cast number 3 series, closed face, spinner, cast reel, blah, blah, angler. So angler, that's a good word. You know, if you're going to put it on eBay, I might put it on eBay. I don't know even if this would scan on Amazon. Let me load up my Amazon app. It's taking. Okay, there we go. Sales, $75 today so far. And that's not even the busy time. This is on Amazon. And it's way better than I thought. I didn't even look this up. I just know that fishing reels go really, really good in our area because of all the lakes. A lot of fishermen, fisherwomen. That's right. Daiwa Gold Cast. So on Amazon, 111,000 count. That's really, really low, actually. And it goes for $70. 70 bucks. This was just something I found at Value Village. And what was awesome was normally you'll find reels and bags on the wall at Value Village. And that's fine. You can sell them loose. You can sell them in bulk, whatever. But I had the actual, here's the schematics. And here's the manual. And the box. And the reel. So that is good. $70. So I was going to put this locally and on Amazon. Or on eBay. I'm going to put this on Amazon. I'm going to FBA this thing. And right there, I paid $4.04. Our famous pricing for the Goodwill in Kingston. This I haven't even opened yet. I don't even know if it's in there. It sounds and feels like it. It's going to be like Christmas when we open it. Let's see if we get it. This is the ESPIO738G. I don't know. It's a Pentex camera. I imagine it's just a little 35mm camera. Nothing really to write home about, but there are camera collectors out there. Look at this, brand new in the package. There you go. That's really good. It's brand new. So I will look that up. I don't even know if there's a barcode. It's going to be a 35mm. 35mm, a little harder of a sell right now. Everyone wants digital, other than the actual like photographers and the creative people and stuff like that. Who even people who have their own darkroom. There are people who have their own darkrooms and they enjoy it. It's a hobby, right? So anything hobby is good, guys. One of my favorite things to sell that's a hobby item would be trains. If you can get you know, HO scale trains can go good. Look them up. They can actually go really good. But O-scale trains, the old Lionel stuff. The old Lionel stuff is really, really good. I've talked about it many times. This is another piece. It was right beside it in another bag, and I thought, hey, it's kind of a matching box. So what we got here is, well, there you go. There's the manual for the camera in the bag with the case. So obviously this came to the thrift store as a set. There's your case. So the case for the camera. Now, if I put that on Amazon, it will probably be separate. They wouldn't have a listing with both items. So this might be better to go on eBay and let it sit there for a little while. If it doesn't sell, then I will ship that off to Amazon. If it's on Amazon, like I said, okay, there is a barcode on it. We could try it. Let's try together. And the survey says, nope, it is not on. What do we got? Embroidery kits sell well. Hobby related. Yes. I sold a parrot embroidery kit. I think it was for like 120 bucks. It was just this big parrot. It was new and still sealed. No, it's not on the American site either. Yeah, the parrot was awesome. We found it at Value Village, and it was sealed. We scanned it, and it came up like 150. We put 129 or 120 on it, and it sold. And it didn't take too long either. So that was really good. Embroidery sets, yes, really good. Yeah, anything hobby related, like hockey cards are kind of a hard sell unless you really have something that's desirable. But I mean, if you get the right hockey card, I always talk about hockey cards. Make some good money with hockey cards. Comic books, again, a friend of mine's buying like lots, like giant lots and collections, and he's dropping like $50,000, between $20,000 and $50,000 on these lots of comic books. And he'll take them to a Comic-Con or one of these comic geek shows that I would love to go to. He's over doubling his money, that's for sure. It's just you have to sit on it for a while. So when you're dropping 20 to 50 grand, it does take a lot. You need the money because you might be sitting on that 50,000 not being in your bank for, could be a year. But it is something you can part out, so you can constantly be selling individual comics. So you're making money back individually. So you're bringing it in slowly, because I don't think you might be able to flip the whole thing if you had the right items. He just got in a shield. My friend Kevin, you guys might have seen his store way back. It burnt down ever since I took that video, and he got a shield that was signed by Stan Lee and Chris Evans, and it's the Captain America shield. Really, really cool for all you geeky people out there. Did I have anything else to show you? I can show you something else. I picked these up. We normally don't buy shoes, but I thought these were just really cool. They're in really good condition, first off. Like, there's no rips, there's no tears. They're the old school Beastie Boy Adidas. But what I thought was really cool and unique about these, and I was right, when I did look them up, we've had these for quite a while now, but when I did look them up, this was a kind of a special edition. I'll try to get it over here. There it is there. They're Stan Smith, endorsed by Stan Smith. Hello from Vancouver Island. Love the backdrop. Hey, how's it going? Thank you very much. Vancouver. I'd love to get out to Vancouver. But yes, these shoes were really, really cool. And this sucks, though. They write with permanent marker on the bottom of the shoe. So I try to get the marker off. And yeah, it didn't really come off that good. So I'm going to have to try maybe some rubbing alcohol. I don't know what I did try. Again, I've had these for a couple months. So I don't know. But I thought they were cool. Stan Smith. Oh, they look huge. Yes. They're size 10.5. So they might look like they're like Shaq's because I'm holding them in front of me. So they look big. But really, I don't know. There's my hand. So. But yeah, they were just really cool, and they're like suede and really neat. And I looked him up, and Stan Smith, oh gosh, I forget now. I think he was a tennis player or something like that. And there's a whole collection of Stan Smith shoes. So they were different. That's what I like. I like buying different things. Dry erase marker works on Sharpie. Okay. Dry erase marker. Okay. So like the dry erase marker. Okay. We'll have to go pick up one of those. Because, yeah, I can't get that off. Well, I couldn't get it off. I don't know how hard I tried at the time. Yeah. It's a complaint either with Value Village sticking stickers on things like paper that rip the paper of your book. You know, they stick it, it leaves all the glue on it. Board games, they'll put it where it rips the board game. Or it's the opposite. They put marker on an item. How many Beanie Babies have I bought where they wrote the price right on the little heart tag? That drives me nuts too. Because then you just can't buy it because you can't sell it. There have been things in the past. There have been board games in the past, and the price has been written on the front in like a marker. So if it's like $5, what I'll do is if we sold it for like 25 or something like that, I'll change it to like put another 5 in front of that, so it'll be $55, and then the customer thinks that they're getting an awesome deal. Pretty cool, right? Or try a white eraser for pens. Yes, yeah, that's true too. Maybe I will try that as well. I'm gonna have to try a few different things, and I'll let you guys know how that works out. Whiteboard markers, you can get them at the dollar store. Nail polish remover too, depending on the surface you're putting it on. I got this undo stuff from Michaels that works great without messing up paper and game boxes. Oh, okay, well, that's cool. The games aren't too bad. It's more paper. Like if you guys, like an old newspaper, they would take a hairdryer for games and board games. Yes, that loosens the glue. When I worked at the dealerships working on cars, and a car would come in on trade, we would have to take the old dealer sticker off the car, and it was like a hair dryer. You know those paint stripping guns? It was like a hair dryer on steroids. And if you held it too close to the car, it would actually bubble the paint on the car. So you'd have to hold it out and just take a plastic razor blade and just kind of work it until it comes off. So yeah, heat's really good for that as well. I do have right here, so I'm so organized that my dry erase board is still August 2018. So that's how much I use that. August 2018. That's probably when I hung it up. When we moved in here, I probably hung it up there and filled it out and just haven't looked since. So dry eraser board. I don't know how long I'm going to do this. It's turning the shoe a little black. So maybe I will try nail polish remover. Yeah, it's actually turning the shoe a little black, but it's worth a shot live on the air. Michael's, yes. I remember I sold, I bought a lot of, I think there must have been 200 razor blades for Panasonic electric shavers. We did really good. Like we killed it on that. I think we paid $15 for 200 of these things, and we sold each one for around $40. So that was an amazing haul. The ones we had left over, there was like 100 left over, and some guy from Brooklyn wrote me. He owned a store in Brooklyn, and he says, I'll give you like $15 each. And he bought the rest of them. You cover the Sharpie with the dry erase marker and then wipe it off. You cover the Sharpie with the dry erase marker and then wipe it off. Okay, we'll try that later. What's a reseller? Well, a seller is somebody who sells something at a store. So a reseller is somebody who buys something that's already been sold and then resells it again. So what is a reseller? Let's say I bought this for $2. I will now turn around and sell it for $10. That is basically what we do. And life. Yes, so that's our life. Our life is reselling, which brings me back to what I was talking about earlier. So the average person works their job, and they work 35 to 40 hours if they're full time, right? And people look at resellers as, they have so much time on their hands. They don't really work. They don't really do anything. So I work kind of fun. Yeah, it is awesome. Go back and watch our videos. Subscribe to our channel and watch our videos. And we actually go out on the road, and you can actually go out on the road with us and see what's going on. You get to go through the stores with us, and you get to see what things we bought and how we mark them up and send them to eBay, Amazon, Etsy, all that fun stuff. So yeah, give us a subscribe and just go back into our old catalog there, and you'll find a lot of really cool videos. Somebody says, hello, I am a person. Well, congratulations. I would like aliens to subscribe, but we've been unfortunate so far. I'm subbing. Thank you very much, Vince. That's awesome. Yeah, you'll actually enjoy some of the stuff that where we've been. We add a little bit of content on, going to hockey, or, we put some personal stuff in there too. So it's not all reselling. So we kind of mix it up just so we don't bore everyone with the same thing over and over and over, like these daily vlogs. I hope I don't bore everybody. Today's just more of a chat fest. I haven't got out yet, but I will be going out later. So hopefully we make that into a vlog. Back to what I was saying. Okay, so the average person works 35 to 40 hours a week. Okay, I get up at 9. Sorry, I start working at 9. I'm up at 8, and I'm working by 9. Okay, so 9 o'clock I work. I work right through until 8 o'clock at night. I eat dinner basically in my office. I'm nonstop. I'm go, go, go. So that's 11 hours a day, okay? 11 hours a day is what I work. Let's just say I take an hour, whatever. So let's just say 10 hours a day. I do that 5 days. Oh, did that wrong. So 10 hours by 5 days. It's 50 hours. Already I'm 10 hours above the average person who gets 40 hours. This day and age, finding 40 hours is actually hard. So I'm doing 50 hours. Now weekends come. If I have my kids on that weekend, I only work maybe 3 hours when I have a chance. If they're watching TV, I'll grab my laptop. So if I work 3 hours Saturday and Sunday, that's another 6 hours. So that's 56 hours a week. Okay. For the weekends I don't have my kids, I'm working another about 6 hours a day. So that's going to be plus another 12, 62 hours a week. So people are looking at us saying, you just magically get money and you're home and you're available all the time. Well, there you go. You have ever considered creating your own study based on a concept of, I think the eventually knowledge earned could be useful in the work environment. What do you think? Your own study base? No, I've never done anything like that. We've been asked to write books and stuff like that, but we haven't. We don't have time. Like I just said, I work like almost 70 hours a week. So I don't have a lot of time for much other than this. Vince says, so what's your biggest profit you have ever made? I would probably say the razors that we bought. So we were selling them for $40 a piece, and we had 200 of them. We made $8,000 from something we spent $15 on. That was probably our best profit. But, here and there we'll hit something. Like yesterday or the day before, I posted a pocket Bible. I had it sitting around forever. I posted it, and we bought it for $3.99, and it sold for $89.99 in about 4 hours. So the big profits are good, but when you're in the business, that's like the big whale. You know what I mean? You're not going to hit those every day. You're going to try to hit a bunch of small stuff or a bunch of medium stuff. If you do get those big sales, it's great. It's like that bonus that you would get if you had a job. Sorry. Skixel is have you thought throughout it? I don't know. Anyways, Yeah, you're going to try to hit the just the regular sales for every day, like the board games. If we can make, you know, $30 a board game and we sell, you know, 8 of them a day, that's kind of what we're shooting for. Where if we tried to find that one board game worth like $500, you're not going to find it. So just like anything, it takes a lot of little things to create that one big thing. Once in a while, you'll get that one big thing, but it's pretty rare. What about my regular people in the chat? DS Terra, I believe it is, and Leslie. What would be your biggest sales? Do you have one that stands out in your mind? I always talk about the beer stein I bought for, I think it was $7.99 at Value Village and sold it for $350. That was a good one. Me and Crystal bought a little box, a little electronics box. Didn't even know what it was. We just bought it, brought it home, looked it up. Thing went for $280. It turned one of those big giant Xerox copiers into a fax machine by adding this one piece. So we flipped that, made some good money on that. But again, if you go back and watch our videos, we do, it's called a sales. Well, no, the thrift haul shows what we bought, and then our sales, we show you that as well. Sadler Teapot and Biscuit Jar for $300. Good job. There you go. Sadler, that's a good name to know when you're in the business. Paddington Bear for $120. Nice. That's good. Shelly, if you can find any Shelly mugs, Shelly are really good. If you're doing things like teapots and mugs and stuff like that. You would think things like jewelry, you know, like people are all about gold jewelry, and you always hear about sterling silver necklaces, and everyone's all excited. But whenever we post that stuff online, like on eBay, even on Etsy, I can't sell it. I have sterling silver rings on Etsy right now, really competitively priced, and they're not moving, and they have been on there quite a while. A really nice big sterling ring with a big stone in the middle and everything, and it's just not selling. I don't know. It's more the everyday things, and this is one thing I've learned over the years. When I worked at the flea market, we were selling antiques and collectibles, and with those antiques and collectibles, you would sell one here and there, you know, because you were waiting for the collector or somebody who just thinks it's cool. Everyday stuff, people use it every day. This mug, best teacher ever. Somebody's going to put this on their desk at school who's a teacher or has been a teacher, you know, and it's kind of something they can use every day. Mum chairs I picked up on the side of the road, sold for $120. Not mum, mid-century chairs. There you go, mid-century. Mid-century is a good keyword too if you're going to post stuff on eBay that is mid-century. Put mid-century in there. Yeah, so I like all the mid-century stuff. That's really cool. One time we were up in Picton, Ontario, and it was like garage sale weekend or whatever. And we were just hitting the tail end of it and bought some stuff. And on the way home, I saw a big garbage pile, and I thought, well, let's just take a look through this big pile. It wasn't your average ordinary pile. It was like really big, and there was just different things in there. So I went through, and sure enough, I found a little blue Burke's box, and inside of it were sterling silver coasters, table coasters for your cups. And I think we sold those for like $150 to $200, and I pulled them free out of a pile. I bought a Gamma Giant air blown Christmas teddy bear Canadian Tire on clearance for $60 and sold it for $350. Nice. One of my first ever sales, I was hooked after that. Yes, it's always after that one big sale, that is kind of what hooks you. My first sale ever, I always wanted to get on eBay. I was really young, and I just got my eBay account, and the first thing I ever put on was a Nirvana, the band Nirvana ticket. It was an uncut ticket. I was supposed to go to the show in Toronto. I didn't end up going to the show for whatever reason. So I had this thing in a box, and I thought, well, what am I going to do with it? And so I put it on eBay and put it in a 7-day auction, and I watched this thing just go and go and go and go and go. and it ended around $250. And the guy won it in Germany. I had my international shipping on, and so now my first sale I'm doing on international shipment, which is crazy for your first shipment. So I remember walking in the post office like, I got this. What do I do? And that was, again, that's what hooked me. So always that big sale. That was it for the stuff I put aside. I was tempted to pick up some air-blown Paw Patrols on clearance at Walmart, but I didn't, and I'm kicking myself. Yes, there is that time frame. Yes, there is that time frame. You know, you can only sell that stuff around Christmas. So if you buy it on clearance, like right now, you basically have to hold on to it till next year. Now at big air-blown Santa's always a Christmas thing, but Paw Patrol, what if Paw Patrol's not cool next year? What if all the kids have moved on from Paw Patrol? You might be you might be blowing it up and putting it in your own front lawn. I found a vintage Mahjong boxed set for $5 Canadian. Sold it in a month for $200 US in shipping. Yes, awesome. Mahjong is awesome. That is a good point. I have sold those before, but the one I sold shouldn't have been sold on eBay, so don't tell eBay. But the pieces were made of ivory. Like, it was a really, really old one, and the pieces were made of ivory, and we put it on there, and it went really well. I'm just going to do a search and just see. The highest Mahjong from 1910 with French ivory pieces sold for $2,000. The one below that is about 1900. The one below that's 1900. The one below that's 1800. If you can find an old Mahjong, definitely pick it up. Even the newer ones. Can't sell ivory right now. No, I don't think you've ever been allowed to sell ivory. Because it comes from elephants and all those rights and everything, you can get in a lot of trouble for selling ivory on eBay. Also, I remember we put up a sealskin purse. It was native made, and it got pulled, and we got in trouble for that. So no sealskin purses and no ivory. No World War II photos. It's funny, no World War II photos if they have the German symbol on it. But if you have Americans or Canadians fighting in the war, that's perfectly fine. It has to be antique, I think. Even antique, I don't know. If you put anything ivory on eBay, I think there might be a chance that you might get into some trouble. We have had pieces of jewelry with like faces carved out of them, and they were our ivory, and we weren't allowed to put them on. To know that, yeah, you have to be careful with that kind of stuff. There's certain things you really have to be careful with, and anything like that endangered, like the trade of ivory. I think it just got didn't Donald Trump? I'm not really up with it. Nice set of games. Thank you. No ivory at all anymore. Yes, that's what I thought. Your Mahjong, mine had the inlaid pieces on top of the wooden box. Really nice. Yeah, that's awesome. Sold some video games for good money. Those are my best sellers. Just sold Eternal Darkness for $100. Nice. That's awesome. That's what I used to do with my kids. I would say, guys, we're going to go out. We're going to buy this lot of PlayStation games. And I pay, you know, $120 for a stack. And I would say, but I'm taking 3 of them out of there. So I would take 3 of them out of there, and I would make $150 on eBay from those 3 games. Then my kids would have the rest of the games to play with. Video games do go really good. Do you sell them on Amazon or do you sell them on eBay? I mean, they both sell. I've sold games on both platforms. But I don't know. I think Amazon's a little bit busier right now. No ivory or nothing from bears. Yes, nothing from bears. And also, like I was saying, sealskin. If you have like really cool sealskin boots that are native made, you're not allowed to sell them. So be careful with any kind of animal fur. even in our local auction, actually, our max sold auctions, we're not allowed to put anything that's like animal, like bone or anything like that. I just found out it's not necessary to take a shower every day. Oh, that's good. I hope you're not reselling in our area. I don't want to bump into you at Value Village. Okay. Yes, nothing from Bear, so it's interesting. Yeah. Me and Crystal, we came across somebody who was giving away a few boxes of stuff. There's 3 big boxes in total, and we were going through them, and there's things like old cell phones and crossword puzzles and just like knickknacks and picture frames, whatever. But then there's this big, giant bone. It's like so big. I think, I don't know, maybe it could be from an elephant. This thing is really, really big. I don't know where it came from. I don't know what animal it's from. It was just in these boxes. I don't know what it is. We looked at it, we closed the box, and we really haven't done anything with those boxes because it's a bunch of knick-knacky stuff, and I'm not selling dollar store knick-knacky stuff. Crystal's laughing so hard right now because of a shower, dude. Why is Crystal laughing so hard right now? But yeah, I don't know. This big giant bone, I don't know what it's from. I was thinking of going to like Queen's University or maybe the forensics team, and like, it's not human. This thing is like massive. That would be like Incredible Hulk size. Yes, like this video. Definitely give us a like right now. There's only one right now. So yes, thank you very much. Give us a like and subscribe if you're not subscribed. I'll try to entertain you on a daily basis. Would a vet know about the bone? Possibly. Big giant bone, it's yours. You dropped your big giant bone. Well, I don't know how you say their name. SYLWIA 25 times. They are very interesting. We need a mod, Crystal says. Yeah. So yeah, maybe I will take the bone into Queens or maybe a vet or something. I don't want to get in trouble with this thing because I don't know what it is. Sylvia. Okay, Sylvia is the person who doesn't shower every day and is the one who lost their bone. Howdy, everyone. Flippin' Hustler. Hey, how's it going? So yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll take this bone into some kind of forensic, but I don't want them to be like, oh my God, you have this bone? Where did you get it? And now I'm in the middle of some investigation or something. So we just like put it away and forgot. Oh, Crystal, yeah, forgot about the bone. That's right. Walk away from the bone. So I don't know. We'll look into it. Hopefully the dog doesn't find it. I closed my office door, thank God. Or else the dog probably would have sniffed it out by now and would have been a scene from like The Burbs or something. Yeah, that was back at our old place, so we've moved it to the new place and we haven't touched it since. I agree, Crystal. Sales are slow these days. What about you guys? Not too bad. What's the pattern on my shirt? It's some Canadian soccer team, I think. Established 2007. Yeah, I think it's like a Canadian soccer team. I don't know. I think it's Canadian soccer. I got it for Christmas like a year or two ago. I'm going to look at my sales right now. So this will tell me what we're at. So today we're at $75. Looks dope. Thank you. Yeah, $75 for today. That's on Amazon. Plus I did the 150 lot auction. So that'll be another $150. What else is going on? Our busiest time for Amazon is at night. So anything during the day is just kind of like bonus, and then at night it really jumps. So our monthly totals, yeah, okay. Our monthly totals on Amazon right now are $2,842. So we're going to be over $3,000 by the end of the month. eBay, no, eBay, we dabble in eBay, but Amazon is what we really focus on. And we just had our newest FBA. What are your average sales per year? I don't know. That's a tough one because we just really ramped up our Amazon. So about, 3 years ago, we just started with Amazon, but we started with merchant fulfilled Amazon. So with eBay, we were like down here, and then we started Merchant Fulfilled and eBay, so we're up here. Then we started doing Amazon, eBay, and Etsy, so we started going up here. And then we started doing Amazon FBA. So now we're like way, way, way up here, and we're still kind of getting the rhythm for trying to do eBay at the same time while doing FBA, duplicating our listings from eBay onto Etsy, and putting the Etsy and eBay stuff onto Marketplace and Kijiji. So we're trying to do local sales as well. So yeah, I don't know. That's a tough. Right now, it's hard to tell. But every year we're slowly going up, and I think that's our goal, is to just slowly continue to climb and climb and climb. You don't want to stay at the same level. You want to constantly be upgrading and upgrading and upgrading. Also, the local sales, we just started doing that again. So if we can do some of these local sales, you know, if we make $1,500 on a local sale, which is pretty average, between 15 and 2,000. Let's just say we do 5 of them this year. There's another $7,500. So it's all just a matter of time for us. I will give you the like button. Just remember about me when you become a billionaire. Yes, when I become a billionaire. I did not win the lottery last night, so I'm still just a dollar heir. Not a millionaire, not a billionaire, a dollar heir. How long did it take you to switch on Amazon FBA? So I have been doing eBay since 1997, in around 1997, let's just say. And, you know, just kind of dabbled in it, did it for a while as a full-time business, did it at the flea market full-time, did really well at the flea market with it because there's a lot of cool stuff there. But FBA has really changed the game for us. How long did it take us to switch to FBA? When we first started on Amazon, we were doing Merchant Fulfilled. I would say maybe 8 months later. $10 on a free play. Yeah, yeah. So we're still dollar heirs. So we started with Merchant Fulfilled on Amazon while we were still doing eBay. And then we did that for about 8 months. And then I kept hearing all these people talking about FBA and FBA and FBA. So I decided, let's try this FBA. So we started doing the USA FBA. And it was good, but I found the sales were good. And it was better than the Merchant Fulfilled, that's for sure. But then we decided, well, let's look at Canada. Let's look at the Canadian Amazon, and actually looked at the German Amazon, the Mexican Amazon, kind of converting it into pesos, and then Germany, euros, and all this. I mean, Amazon does all that for you, just like when we sell in America, they convert our money for us into Canadian money, which always gives us a bit extra money as well. Do you think it's possible to make 70 to 80,000 per year selling an FBA in Canada? I think so. Yeah, I definitely think so. I don't see any reason why we couldn't make 40 to 50,000, and I think that's working full time, just going at it at a regular pace. You know, scanning the odd thing here and there, not scanning every book on the shelf, but just the ones that you just pull out to, if they look cool or whatever. If you actually scanned every book, if you actually work your butt off, if you put in the hours, you can make over that probably. Like if you're making on average, you know, say $30 a sale, and you're having, you know, 20 sales a day, what type of local sales do you mean? So what type of local sales? What do we sell locally, or where do we sell locally? Facebook has Marketplace. That is the best platform for local sales as far as I'm concerned. I've done news groups back when the internet first came out. That's how old I am. It was good at the time. Kijiji is good, but Marketplace is where all the people are. So go onto your Marketplace on Facebook and subscribe to, I would say, as many as you can. I think we're on about 30 yard sale sites. So when you post something on a yard sale site, it's going to ask you, what group do you want to post it in? You're going to select every one of those groups. Sometimes real headaches selling on Marketplace and Kijiji. How so? The only headache would really be if the people don't show up. But I mean, in all honesty, if they don't show up, they don't show up. I mean, I'll just resell it or whatever. You can get the odd creeper though, so be careful. I've seen a few people. There's also a blacklist site here, and people post things from buyers that have gone wrong, and there's some creepy people out there. So you send in your FBA to the USA fulfillment. We used to do that. We used to send to the USA fulfillment center, but then we started realizing there's more money in the Canadian Amazon for us. So in yesterday's live vlog, if you go back, I scanned something. Maybe it wasn't yesterday, maybe it was the next day. Just watch a few of our last videos, you'll find it. And I think it was the Iron Man clock. And in the States, he was going for like $8. And in Canada, he was going for $30. So there's more money for us to be made right now in Canada on the Canadian Amazon, because the American Amazon's really, really saturated. There's a lot of sellers right now on the American Amazon. In Canada, there's a lot of sellers, but not as many. Oh my God, I've been talking for like an hour. This is great. But yeah, so we are able to send to the American Fulfillment Center. That is always an option, and we have done it. But I find anything I get that's American right now, so the Pocket Bible I just sold, in Canada, it was going for $120. In America, it was going for like $90. So I will, so do you change your name? Change my name, like my personal name or my Amazon name? No, it would stay the same. When you sign up for Amazon, you create your first account, then the other account just kind of rides off of the other account. So your name would stay the same. And I think you can always change that name anyways on Amazon. Oh, on Facebook? No, I don't change my name. I put who I am and that's it. I mean, I don't, and maybe this is a good tip for everybody, I don't have people pick stuff up at my house. Okay. One reason is we're YouTubers, and yes, we do have 95 boxes perhaps of stock here. So yeah, we probably don't want people coming to our house knowing we have all that. But if you're just a regular person, not a YouTuber, and people don't know you have all this stuff, I still don't think I would have people come to your house. I think meeting people. So in Canada, Tim Hortons is like huge. Meet them at a Tim Hortons, or you can drop it off at their house if they see. I don't know. That's kind of sketch too, but that's how I normally do it. I just say I'll drop it off at your house for free. Crystal says, we initially thought FBA USA was great, but after our first shipment to FBA Canada, we were hooked. Quicker sales and more profit. Yes, that's right. Because there's not as many items in the FBA centers in Canada. So when you go on to Amazon.com, you'll see there's 40 of these mugs, okay? If you go on to Amazon in Canada, there's only 3 of those mugs, and they're going for more money than they would go for in the States. So that's why we've had better luck with it. How long does it take to build up a good rating so people will buy from you? 3 months, 6 months, 1 month? Depends on how much stuff you sell. You will get, so every sale, people can review you, okay? So we've been selling for 3 years, and I don't think it actually shows. I think it's on a let me just look at it here. Okay, so the past 12 months, we've only got 59 reviews, okay? Now, we have sold hundreds and hundreds and maybe thousands of items, and only 59 people have reviewed us. And you'll notice that on eBay as well. For everything you sell, you're waiting for that feedback. You're not going to get that feedback. You know, you're not going to get it from everyone. You'll get the odd one, but that's how you build up your basically statistics, like your rating, is by people's reviews. At one point when we first started Amazon, I started asking people, like customers, I'd write them and say, how did you enjoy your item? If you enjoyed it, can you, you know, leave us a review? And a lot of people did. It was really good. So if you did that to every sale for every customer and they all gave you positive, you could build up a lot of good reviews. Definitely very saturated. Yes. What about fees coming out for FBA? They just come out. So Amazon, it's not like eBay where they just pay you whenever you transfer it from PayPal. You have like an Amazon bank account, and that money just keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger every day as you get sales. And then they just take the fees out of that money. So you don't even see fees. You can see them, and it's a totally detailed thing, but we don't even notice them coming out. So I wouldn't worry about that. We're in a townhouse complex with high visibility and safe town, so I don't have an issue with people picking things up here. Yeah, and that's cool. But if you get that one sketch person, yeah, I mean, whatever you're comfortable with. Personally, I don't like people coming to my house. I don't mind dropping it off at people's houses. I've been attacked by dogs. Had some close calls, but nothing ever crazy has gone down. So meet up at Timmy's. If you're going to do a personal sale in our town, our police department actually has put out a memo that says if you sell anything online, you come to our parking lot and you can do the exchange in our parking lot. So nothing's going to go down there. What's your seller name on Amazon? I want to do Linktree. I don't even know where I would find that. I'll have to get back to you on my name for Amazon. I'm looking at it. It doesn't say my username anywhere. Even on the detail page, on all my summaries and everything, it doesn't say. Honestly, I logged into Amazon the first day when we got Amazon. I had Google save my password, and I've never really logged into it ever since. So I don't know what my password is. I don't know what my username is. Okay. No, so much feedback also for me, even if everything goes great. Yeah, that's right. You kind of have to rate them first. If what I found on eBay is if you go ahead and leave them a feedback, it kind of reminds them to leave you a feedback. So that kind of kicks their butt into gear on leaving you a feedback. What my bank account, my fridge have in common? Both are empty. You need to get into reselling. You need to go around the house and sell some stuff and get some money and fill up that fridge. See, we normally post our videos in education, so a lot of people don't find us. Lately, we've been under people and blogs, and we get a lot of people who aren't into reselling and are a little different than the audience we're looking for, and that's cool. I'm so scared of dogs. Yes, I went to deliver a board game, and a dog got out. It slipped right past the lady, and it jumped, and it just missed my head, and then it ran down the stairs, and she just was going on, oh, this never happens, and the dog's really friendly, and I don't know what happened. I don't know. That was a scary moment, but I lived, got the sale. I don't look like Freddy Krueger. There are feedback accounts you can get. Feedback 5 has a free option which will send out emails on your behalf asking for a review. That's cool. That's neat. Is that a free program, or are they charging you for that one? Because that is a good idea. I find that either if you ask for the feedback or if you give the feedback first, then you'll get a feedback back. But that is neat if there is a program. There's a program for everything these days. I want somebody, okay, so Sylvia, if you want to make some money, go learn how to program a computer program. I want to be able to have one screen, and I want to post it in every location from one thing. So if I post on one platform, it puts it on eBay, Etsy, Amazon, Facebook, everything. And it just does it all. Because a lot of us who are posting on multiple sites, it takes a lot of time. It takes, 5 minutes on this site, 5 minutes on that site, 5 minutes on that site. So, if you could get one program to do it all, you have different options. The free one out for $50 a month. Well, that's not bad. That'd be so nice. Yes, Fancy Finds is here. How's it going? Yes, if Fancy Finds, if you can create that program, you would be rich. You could walk away from the reselling business. You could just retire like Bill Gates. So 50 free a month. Well, that's good. I mean, like I said, I have 59 feedback and we've been doing it for 3 years. So if they're doing 50 a month, if you had like even 20 people a month, that would be worth it. So that's kind of cool. Yeah, so that takes a lot of time to post to multiple platforms. Good, we just had our other FBA shipment landed. So as soon as you have your shipment land at the center, you'll notice things will start selling right off the bat. Crystal says it was scary to watch. Yes, the dog trying to eat me was scary for everyone, except for the dog. Well, guys, I guess that's probably about it. Oh, what do we got? I got the buy box when I first started doing FBA, but now a lot of Americans are listing on .ca, so now I get less buy box for some reason. Yes, the buy box, there's a few different things that contribute to if you get the buy box or not. Yeah, I've never really worried about the buy box. I know a lot of people want that buy box. We do good even without being in the buy box. But yes, the buy box is a good thing for sure. I do find there are more Americans jumping on to the Canadian Amazon. So in your detailed listing, when you put details about your item, just say ships from Canada. If you put fast price or fast shipping, ships from the Canadian Amazon warehouse, people will look twice at that. Yeah, because they know it's going to be coming faster. That's what they want. If you buy something online, who cares about the price and what you bought it for? You just want it now. Especially things like a computer part. Like if I just bought a computer chip and I need it in my computer, I'll pay an extra $20, but I want it now, you know. I sell same without the buy box. Yeah, that's about the same as us. Without the buy box, with the buy box. Yeah, so in your description, just put the description, like the condition and it's complete or whatever, you know, shape. And then just put like low price and ships from the Canadian, if it's FBA, ships from the Canadian Amazon warehouse. Definitely, people will look at that. Or put Canadian seller, Canadian shipping, Canadian, and the Canadian people will buy from that listing first. And it shows you right in the listing where it's being shipped out of. So although they can see that, if they reread that, if they actually read it, it'll help you boost your sales. So if an American does have the buy box, it doesn't really matter if they know that it's going to be coming faster, because I just want the item. I don't care how much I pay for it. I just want the item. We don't really buy a lot online. It's kind of a bad thing to say because we're like online sellers, but really we don't buy really anything online. We have bought stuff online, but people buy every day online. Like people get their groceries online. People get their clothes on, like everything, just everything. Drones, baby. Yeah, drones. They were going to do that over in Europe, like England, right? But I don't know. Have they actually started it yet? There's more to it than you think. There's a big mat. So when you order something from Amazon, it just doesn't drop it off on your porch and drive away like you would think. You have to go out with a big mat, and it looks like a landing circle for an airplane. And I guess the camera for the drone looks at the mat, and it has to pinpoint the center of the mat, and it will go down onto your mat and drop the parcel and then go. It just doesn't drop it off at the front door like you would expect. But what's up with, and did you guys see all these stories over Christmas? Even on Facebook, there was a lot of things about it. People stealing packages off of porches. That's kind of scary for a reseller, because now customers have it in their head, I don't want my item getting stolen. You know, like if I have it delivered, is my item going to just go missing? Am I not going to get it? Am I going to have to deal with the hassle of writing Amazon and, you know, I didn't get my parcel, and meanwhile a drone just dropped it off my house so they know I got the parcel? So I don't know. That's kind of a downfall for us right now, I think. And Canada Post, I've come home a few times when I did buy things online. And it's just sitting on my porch. Like there's nothing. Like anyone could have just walked away with it. I didn't have to sign for it. I don't know. So you sell new and used games? New, no. Unless if I'm at Value Village and there's a new video game still sealed in the package and they want $5 and I scan it and it goes for like 20, 30 bucks, I'll sell it. But most of our stuff is going to be used when it comes to video games. Most of our stuff is used. I would say, I don't know, 80% is used, 20%'s new. So, okay, what do we got? What is your best selling item typically? Best selling item? Board games. All the board games. We kind of fell into board games. Never really thought of selling board games. Hated board games when I worked at the flea market. But you know what? They actually sell really good for us. I have some here beside me. I showed them in yesterday's video. Go back and watch that video. There was one that sells for $80 that I picked up for $3.99. So if we put even $69.99 on it, it'll still sell, and we'll make some good money on that. So board games is probably what we want the most, or what we want to buy the most. Sorry, I was reading the comments. How old are you and are you married? That's funny. Yeah, people. Well, guys, I feel like I've talked a lot. It's because it's so boring in Canada this time of year. Oh, so they're buying board games? We sell board games all year round. That's actually been our #1 thing to sell. Amazon's just good in general. I see a lot of people who only do eBay, and I think, oh man, when you get on Amazon, if you ever get on Amazon, you're limited. You can't sell as much stuff on Amazon. Like I bought a Lululemon purse the other day. I can't sell that on Amazon, probably. But I can sell it on eBay. eBay's the Wild West. Amazon's more like the structured community. Thank you for the information. Yeah, no problem, Layla. Subscribe to our channel, like our video, and always just drop a comment. We're on Instagram as well, especially if someone steals the landing pad from Amazon. Yeah, now all your stuff's going to their house. That's great. Yeah, it's kind of scary when you think about it. If you order, I saw across the road from us at Christmas a box, and this thing could have housed, I'd say, 50-inch TV. And the UPS pulled up, and they put it on their front deck, and they drove away. Just drove away. It could have been a 50-inch TV just left on their deck. I don't know. Ontario, Canada. Hell yeah, you have a lovely country, guys. Loads of snow and nice scenery. Thank you. Yes, that's true. We have loads of snow right now. We're getting loads of rain. I walked out through about 3 to 4 inches of water today. Our basement has a little bit of a flooding situation going on right now, but I don't have to roll up my pants, so that's a good thing. Board games more than video games? Yes. Way more board games. I can buy a board game for $3.99. And I can flip that board game for, I sold one a couple days ago, actually around Christmas, I guess, for about $120. Harry Potter, if you get the trilogy, that's like $80. If you know the ones you're looking for, it's definitely, board games are really good. Video games are good too, but I find every video game I scan, it's like $10, $8, $12, maybe $15. Or like $2, $1, 50 cents. So I don't know. It's really, we don't scan a lot of video games just because of that. Great show. Thank you from my co-pilot who's at school right now, Crystal. She'll be in tonight's vlog. We'll do an actual vlog tonight, so keep your eye open for that. We are going to hit up 1 or 2 thrift shops. We'll see. We'll buy some board games. Show you some board games. The thing that sucks about board games is 60% of the time they're complete. Maybe not even that high. And if you buy puzzles, you have to count them. Normally puzzles are complete, but you have to count them. So a 3,000 piece puzzle, pain in the butt. A board game, a lot easier to count the pieces, but still a pain in the butt. But there is some profit there. Yes. Okay, well, I've been on here for over an hour, guys. 74 minutes. We also have legal weed. Yes, we do have legal weed now. They did just pass the law, and we do have legal weed now. There was a whole movie, if you guys watched the Trailer Park Boys, about don't legalize it because they want to keep selling the weed to keep making the money. Big Trailer Park Boys fan, also Canadian, Tragically Hip fan. Well, guys, if that's it, I guess I'm going to get rolling here. Got some more things to do before Crystal gets home, have dinner, and then we're hitting the road. So I guess I'll cut it here. I've been blabbing on forever. Thanks, everyone, for coming into the chat. That was a really good show. I really enjoyed talking to everybody. Some real entertaining comments. You know who you are. It was nice to meet you. Thank you. It was nice meeting you, too. I do go live every day between 1 and 3. All depends on what I'm doing, where I'm at. But, yeah, keep your eye open for more vlogs to come. Me and Crystal, hopefully, like I said, will do that one tonight. And we're doing a contest. If you do subscribe to our shower comments, if you do subscribe to our YouTube channel, you're automatically put into a draw for a free light for your reselling booth, reselling office. It's an awesome light, really, really bright. I talk about it in every vlog, so you'll be put in an automatic draw for that. So hopefully you win, everybody. I won't pick one specific person, just somebody. I hope you win. All right, guys, so I'm going to take off. Have a good day. Thank you very much. Thanks for the sub. And I'm going to take off. So thanks for coming to the show, and I will see you tomorrow.